Yep, we should be live. So that is a really good thing, first of all. And also, we have been, and let's say, quite surprised today because we've
Oh yeah,
got,
sure.
as
Pleasantly
we,
surprised. Pleasantly,
hmm
I think.
and I think let's just, first of all, welcome Hen to the panel.
Hi everybody. Hi
Hi,
boss.
everyone, chat. Hello, hello. And also, thank you. Of course, one thing, Chris Breezy in chat, he's been always asking me, are there Ents, anything like that? And it looks like his wish has been granted as we are seeing them. Well, apparently in this. So
Yeah.
let's get, and I think first thing we're going to do is like go through the music because that was quite a contested thing. Also, Steve in the chat, Gabrielle, Varlock, everyone's here. So I think let's just start by playing the first few seconds.
X and then Y.
So, Hen, from those first few seconds, is there any music wise that, score
I
wise,
mean,
or should we
sp-
continue?
I spoke to someone people on YouTube might know, Monovarantis, who's a musician, and he says that this music takes a lot of inspiration, quote, from the Gondor theme. So, it starts in a D and goes up to an A, and, so
So,
that
from
sort of
around
thing.
here, should we play it again?
I mean, you can, surely.
So, from here?
Yeah.
X
I mean,
and then Y.
it goes up like Gondor does, like it's
Gondor theme.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So, should we continue? Should we continue?
Ooh, merch.
Annie, time for bed. Your fake
Okay,
can wait.
so let me play this one more time. But I think what are we hearing here? So I'm gonna go back from 10 and play it again.
Y.
It starts about here.
Okay, Annie, time for bed. Your fake can wait till tomorrow. They're elves.
So what is it sounding like here, Hen?
I'm sure some people will say it sounds like Rohan. I don't really hear it. I think it's just the fiddle that's giving it that scratchy kind of sound that we associate with Rohan. But it's just fiddle, like it's
Yeah.
like or like it's just a violin. I mean, like lots of music uses you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
In this case, I think it's a much less meaningful. It's just the color that's giving it
Hmm. Do
that.
you guys in chat think it sounds like that? I'll play it one more time for us if it did sound like the Rohan theme.
Okay, Annie, time for bed. Your fake can wait till tomorrow. They're elves.
Now, what do we have here, Hen?
We have what appears to be a walking anthropomorphic tree, also known as an ant.
Hmm. And personally, we've never really heard anything about Ents, but that doesn't remove the fact that it
Yeah, I
could
think
be.
we had speculated that the thing on Arondir's armor could possibly be an ant. I don't think we necessarily think that anymore, but yeah, it is interesting, like in many ways it's just an advertisement, but at the same time, they went to a lot of trouble to CGI an ant into this, so who knows?
Hmm.
Maybe they
And
had an ant model ready and to go, and they were like, you can use
yeah,
it here as well.
I think someone mentioned it in chat. I think it was let's see who it was. Levente. I think it did sound a bit like that Winterfell theme when it's like
Yeah,
about
sure.
here.
Again, it's
Elves.
fiddle, you know.
Yeah, fiddle. 'Cause, 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 'cause I honestly think that some people have been saying, I know, as someone I know said that this potentially looks better than the Ents that we saw. Or it looks better than Treebird already than we saw in Peter Jackson film trilogy. Would you
It
agree?
looks different than Treebeard. I don't know about better. I mean, it is better, of course. 2022 CGI is going to look better than 2000. 2002 CGI. I mean, that's to be expected. Yeah, sure. Treebeard
Yeah,
sometimes
that,
looks a bit softer than this. This looks quite, sharp. Um, yeah, that's to be expected in a way. I mean, we like to think that CGI is getting worse, but it doesn't. It gets better. Um,
agreed.
yeah.
So next we get, I think, a look at the book. The music started to kick in here about around
That's
here.
that's around when the music. Yeah,
So yeah, any thoughts on
it,
that?
only when it starts to swell does it start reminding me of the Gondor theme. Like
Yeah.
a musician like Mono would pick up on it more,
Mm.
earlier. But for me, it started really sounding like Gondor or bringing back reminiscences of Gondor. I shouldn't go. It's not the Gondor theme. It's a theme associated with Gondor. Um, yeah, that for me
So
starts around about here. Yeah, and of course we have merch.
should we play it one more time?
I stuff kids.
Now, of course, this kid, somebody's saying that maybe this is trying to represent. Because first of all, the title of the video is "Elf something something elves," but this kid, to be fair, does quite look like maybe he's impersonating or dressed up as a ronde,
Yes,
and
I
of
th- I
course
think
the first
absolutely
people,
it does.
yeah,
I
because
think
of course
he's
first people, of
intended
course,
to.
will. Yeah, of course. Firstly, people are going to go to, of course, was physically looks like him, but also the cloak. If you don't see his
Yeah,
eye,
yeah, the
really.
the van braces that he gets earlier on. I think like if you look good at his like the word escaped me for some reason. Uh,
Hmm. But
the arrow
interestingly,
thingy. Let me.
but while you get caught up on that, there's a reason.
Yeah,
Interestingly, a reason
quiver,
about
a quiver.
Arondir.
Yeah.
One
What?
second. Interesting point about Arondir. Remember, we got this. This was on their site and then got deleted.
Yeah. So this was probably meant to tie into or play off of this commercial.
Maybe it
Yeah.
could have potentially, because this was for their sweepstakes thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Boring.
But yeah, it's interesting that even with this kid, they are tying a lot with Arondir in the early marketing. Maybe shows
Yeah.
the importance he is going to have in this first
Yeah.
season.
Of course. Yeah.
But as we continue on here, he's on the bus. Now, does this potentially suggest that we might be seeing at least the first two episodes in cinemas?
Could be. I don't
They
know
are.
about we, maybe you, but hopefully
No,
we.
it could be a
Uh,
worldwide release.
yeah. Hopefully, yeah. I think so.
Oh, look at that. Do you know what would have been interesting if someone just, walking across the street saw this advert being filmed and is like, oh, damn, it's in
I wouldn't.
cinemas.
I wouldn't be shocked if the advert itself that you see in the frames is comped in, that is to say that it's CGI,
Oh,
wouldn't shock
right.
me.
That would make sense. That would make sense. But yeah,
Yeah,
as
I mean,
Hussein
it's
says
just
in chat,
letters. It's not
it would be
something that's
really
hard to
huge.
comp, you know?
Yeah. And we having yeah, the 2 episode screening was linked to people talking about. So let me pull this back up on screen 1 second. Bear with.
Sure.
So effectively, we checked the website and this trip for two to the special New York City screening of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
Gee, Fellowship, we are two.
Yeah, we should
Hmm.
somehow try and win
I have
this.
a ring in here somewhere. Just wait a minute. Never mind.
But yeah, if anybody in chat wins this, remember the person who has been leaking and supporting the community for the last year. So if you ever need a buddy or partner to go with you guys,
Yeah, yeah,
call me, not hen.
yeah. Or me. Or
But yeah,
Viking, or whoever you want to go with. I have
yeah.
a
No, who
feeling
want to
it
go
won't
with
be us.
Viking? Who would want to
I have
go
a
with
feeling.
Viking?
Yeah, I have a feeling people won't. Yeah.
But back to the
Take
video.
Nikki or someone.
Hmm Back to this video we have up here. Is that meant to be cosplay as an orc?
I'm sure. I mean, it pays to look at their costumes and see, but some of these I doubt that they are seriously considering of that there are any kind of approximations of things we'll see in the show, because a couple of them are very kind of overtly. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm sorry
mean,
for saying that.
this guy like fine, but some of the people inside, because I've seen it,
Oh,
are
someone
uh,
said them. Ecthelion in chat says they're supposed to be elves. Could be a half orc
I
living his best life. Half
I
orc?
would actually say
Maybe that's
so.
Adar.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I would actually say that the guy to his side looks more like a hobbit to me, but okay.
Hobbit?
Like
No, I think
the
that looks like it.
the cloak and
Let's see
stuff.
if we can get a shot of him here. Ooh, I could
You
kind of
see,
see it right
it's
now.
very like there's like a vest and stuff. That's much more a hobbit. And yeah, hobbits have pointy ears too. So.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, he has a pipe. Well spotted, Kieran.
And he has a
The
pipe.
protagonist and half orc.
The other one, yeah,
Named
the other one is
Max.
kind of orc-ish.
Orcish, yeah. So continue to play. Let's go for it.
This guy is
Looks
the
like
one that I was saying where the costumes don't look like something that I expect to see in an high budget show. So I don't presume that they are, because this guy, yeah, I mean he's just dressed in nondescript leather. Like it's something that you used to see in fantasy and period pieces, like people like in the wonderful cheesy Robin Hood, like that sort of thing, like Prince of Thieves. I mean the one with
Mhm. I wonder
yeah.
what Lord of the Rings characters these two are. Cosplaying
That's
as
yeah, the
a
bandana and
pirate.
stuff is an interesting touch.
Yeah, I think that looks
Um,
really related. I think people mention that it's probably just a convention more than just strictly Lord of the Rings. But
yeah,
actually,
yeah, yeah,
these are
yeah,
all people coming to the premiere of the
yeah,
screening.
yeah, yeah.
So let's continue this. See who.
Feeling of finally found people? So do we. To all the fans who go deep, keep going. See where it takes you. Prime.
The music here, I'll play it again. Wait, first of all, Chris, my brother, thank you. I wonder if this confirms Ents in the show. You know what? I hope it does. And I think they've gone to
Do we?
such a large extent to um, to have Ents in this looked at. So I do hope
Yeah.
that it does mean it. But of course, we haven't heard anything yet. And Steve
Do
says,
you
you've
really
seen the
hope
costumes
so?
close. Huh?
do you really hope for it though? Do you really hope to see Ents? Like, I feel like if we're making kind of a crazy call out of it, of like we need to see this and this and this and that and those and that, it gets to be, there's too much kind of stitch work going on, I feel like the kind of, in especially in the case of something like the Ents, if you showboat them too much in this, kind of takes away their novelty, as it were. You know, like
I
it
think
then
what they
starts.
can do is though maybe show the Ent wives.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the lands of the Entwives are on their map as well, so they're very clearly there. But I don't know. I don't mind prequels doing the prequel thing, which is to build up to things. But at the same time, if it's like a list of things and it's done very, very thoroughly in a way, can kind of take a. It's a kind of complicated topic, but I feel like if you see a lot of events, they stop being something special. That's really the point. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like
Indeed.
a big surprise when you see Tribit in the Two Towers, right? It's supposed to be like, oh,
But I think
wow, you know?
with Entwives though, if they do show their destruction, they do have a basis because I'm sure I think it
Yeah,
killed King's
there is.
Knights.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So, but I think I hope the meteor didn't kill the Entwives. Really good, Lysandra. Imagine that. That's the law.
Meteor Man have already caused us enough
Yeah.
puzzles. Yeah.
Oh my god. And how weird would that be that if Meteor Man, let's say, is Gandalf? I don't think he is.
Ugh.
And if he's
I
the
think
reason, then
maybe.
he's the he need isn't, but the reason the Ents are the Entwives are gone. Then of course in the Lord of the Rings, he is the White Wizard that comes supports him. That'd have been quite awkward, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
again,
interesting. But
just
I
that
think the
that kind
main
of
thing,
explication. Yeah. Ugh.
and the main thing I think we need to do, Hen, back to your expertise. We'll come back, Hen, hear the music. Music really heightens up, Hen. Someone says, "Is this Ismail's narrating it?" I don't really think so, but let's play it
I don't.
again.
I was
You know
trying
the
to see
feeling?
if it reminds me of someone from the cast. It doesn't.
Okay, so go.
You know the feeling of finally finding your people? So do we. To all the fans who go deep, keep going. See where it takes you.
What was your little analysis on that, Hen?
It's, I mean, it's just, it's a cadence at the end of the thing. It's like the period, the full stop at the end. I mean, again, it sounds once it starts swelling, second half of this video, it starts sounding more and more, has more and more associations of Gondor to me. But
Yeah,
like, fine.
and
To all the fans who go deep, keep going. See where it takes you.
that in inspirational words. And again, yeah, not Cordova. But let's play it from here.
You know the feeling of finally finding your people?
Hen, what is your feeling of finally finding your people?
I mean, I like dwarves. Dwarves are my people. But no, no, no. I mean, like it's a fine message and everything. I don't think it's too much kind of overtly like it's because it's Arondir and stuff that it's too overtly kind of like oh, rejoice, repressed minorities. Here's a character, I don't think it's really too much that sort of thing. It's just, a nice little appeal to kids. I do wonder
Mhm.
though, that's not my point, that's Lakidia brought it up earlier. This is really like, this is all centered around, he looks like 10, maybe 9, 11, years old.
Yeah.
It kind of frames it very much as a kiddie show. I hope that's very, very, very much not the case because and it does have a
Mm.
very kind of, oh look kids, merch, like feeling to it as well, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but otherwise it's perfectly. I mean, it's just Just a little advertisement.
But Hen, we saw this little Easter egg. What did you originally think this could be?
I thought this was an illustration by John Howe of the Battle of Unnumbered Tears, Azaghal taking on Glaurung. I was right.
You were right, because as we go on to this festival, also Nerd the Rings on Twitter pointed this out.
Yeah,
So well done to
independently.
him.
I did it on Discord. He did
Yeah,
it on Twitter. We were totally unaware of each other's doing it.
and I think it's
Great minds think alike.
it's this
Humble
part
minds
here.
too.
So, Hen, we saw a little mural that we were not allowed to show the people.
Yeah,
also
which I think
shows-
is from Tirharad, actually. It looks like the kind of woodwork that they have there in the pictures.
Mhm.
So yeah, yeah, sure. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of first stage stuff in this show, actually a surprising amount. Makes you wonder if that sort of Theos really is Gorthang. I don't think it is, but you know.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of
It would.
first stage stuff in this show. I'm actually
Would
very
they have the
surprised.
rights to Turin? Is he mentioned in the
Turin
appendices?
is, Gurthang not so much,
Yes.
but
Yes.
Turin is, yes, but
Mhm.
only in very fleetingly. Elrond mentions him to Frodo by name, that sort of thing.
And then.
And you know, he's mentioned in, oh yeah, what's that? That's John Howe's A Mid-Left Traveler, right? His book.
Indeed, it is, which is also where that came from. So
Yeah, right.
that is
All
very
all the
interesting.
stuff, which is, I mean, it's not surprising that they would use John Howe stuff, you know. Hardly a
He has
shock.
been.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing here, first of all, we need to talk about is, I think you mentioned it earlier. Here's a good shot. Wait, not here's not a good shot. Is this centered towards kids? This marketing thing, is that the
The
main message?
commercial itself, yes. I think personally that if it is that it is towards kids because it's very, again, very merchy. Like, oh look, book, tiny book, and illustrations, and costume, and quiver and stuff, and elf ears. He has elf ears in the later part. He has, besides the cloak and everything, he also has a pair of. So it's very merch. And when it's very merch, you tend to point it like adults, most adults don't buy that sort of stuff very, you know, like that. So, yeah, I think it's for kids because it's merch, not merch because it's for kids. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. And
But
even
is
the
that a
Ent, which,
problem?
yeah, even the Ent, which certainly looks very well rendered. It's kind of the kiddie version of an Ent, you know, in some ways. Kind of has a very Santa Clausy kind of thingy, big nose, you know, like the BFG Ent.
The next thing is, though, is it a problem that they are doing this and centering it more towards kids?
If it's just this commercial, no. Again, I think this commercial is kid centered because it's very merchandise orientated. If it's any implication as to the show itself, I think very much yes. I want a show for adults, not for kids. I think Tolkien is for adults, not for kids. You know.
But as Priscilla says in chat, this is just reminding kids that they can watch the series at least. So do you think that's
Yeah.
just the main takeaway from this?
Yeah, I think you could construe it as being that. It's very difficult to guess what they were where they were going or what they're meaning with this. I think it's just advertisement.
Also, around this, tell us in chat, yes or no, would you like to see some of the episodes, or maybe the first two, in cinemas?
I know I would.
And what about you?
I would. I like the idea of a cinema. I like the idea of the episodes being cinematic. They certainly can be, you know, like they can be presented on a cinema screen. Their photographical process is such they would look, I think, pretty good on a cinema screen, even a very big one, an IMAX one. You know, I think Middle Earth belongs on the big screen, generally speaking, rather than the small screen. I'm willing to cut Amazon a lot of slack with this because, it's the second age. It's kind of the bridge. It's not the big print stuff. It's not, the Lord of the Rings. It's not the Children of Hurin. That sort of stuff I would really want to see in a movie theater, not on my TV.
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people are agreeing that yes, they would like to. Of course, we would like to, and again, maybe win that screening opportunity. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
great? But the next thing I've noticed about this is Aronde. We, of course, over here see looks like he plays the trailer. The thing. Sees really happy, but then ends up dressing up as Aronde. How do you think this just again shows that maybe marketing wise, or even in the show, Aronde is going to be an important character? What
I
do you
think
think?
Arondir is definitely going to be an important character. It's one of the 23 hands posters. He's been very, not super forefront, but very apparent in marketing. It's one of the bigger cast members, one of the bigger casting, not a casting coup, but still, one of the bigger profile actors. It's something that marketing in Middle Earth have always stressed, which is the forbidden love affair storyline has always been a mainstay of Middle Earth marketing. And I don't think it'll be more important than Galadriel or anything. Just saying, I think it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely important. And look, there's also what is that? That's Meteor Man, isn't it? And
Oops.
our Nori.
Yeah,
Yay.
let's quickly play though. Yeah,
Yay.
again showing how important
Excitement.
Meteor Man's going to be. He's one of the posts. He's actually the thumbnail cover as well.
Yay. Excitement. Wow.
But again, both of those aren't canonical characters.
That's weird. I
Around
was
there
talking
here.
about this with people, which is not only are they not canonical characters, there there are there are whole storylines in this which are comprised entirely of non-canonical characters, which I'm fine with. It's funny that they chose to do it in a way. Usually you would put a canonical character into a storyline so that it feels kind of grounded for people who are, purists or relative purists. Um, it's like like Tario doesn't fall in love with some other random original character. You try to link it back to a character that is canonical for people, So, whereas in this, two of the storylines, the Harfoot one and the Tir Haward one, all the characters, the storyline itself, and all the characters inside are original. Again, unless Meteor Man turns out to be a Gandalf or I don't know, Caradras. I don't know. Uh, you know,
Mhm. Fair enough. And again, what are your overall thoughts on the music?
it's
Let's play it
fine.
from
It's better
here.
than it was
Well, 1 second.
before.
You know the feeling of finally finding your people? So do we. To all the fans who go deep, keep going. See where it takes you. Prime Video.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! I see.
Oh, that's riveting there at the end. Oh
Yeah.
wow, she.
But yeah, overall thoughts on the music. I personally think I like it more than the actual teaser trailer, in my
Oh, much
opinion.
more. The teaser trailer was just chords, like like it still has some of the trappings of kind of what we call trailer house music, which is oh, here is where we put the epic choir, like halfway through I think a choir kind of like slips into the music, like that sort of thing. There are some, it's still trailery, but
And
but
Hen,
it's much more melodic, yeah.
Ivan says there is heraldic there when the guy is in the class. So let's
And then Y.
Red.
Yes.
Sorry, it was muted again. My
I
bad.
assumed.
Actually, very lucky I was muted because I actually for everyone did a little rendition of the music and instantly regretted it.
Oh
But then I was
wow,
actually
that's a
muted.
shame that we couldn't hear that.
Oh, I'm so happy.
No,
Whew.
I'm very
I actually
unhappy.
did it for
It
everyone as well as a
sounds funny.
demonstration.
I think it
It was
sounds
like
funny, but okay. It or would have sounded. I didn't hear it either. The audience.
I'll do it a bit again. Basically, what I was trying to say is it's the part where it goes no 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 like that thing where it goes up and down.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean
bit where people
melodies
like.
have a tendency to go up and down. You know, like if
Look, I
it's
am
not a
not a pro.
melody, it's
I'm
a
not. You are.
scale. You know.
I've admitted you understand it. So yeah,
I'm
you
not
can give the
really,
in-depth
but you know,
analysis on
like
that.
it's just it's I don't know. It's like yeah, it's kind of Gondor-like. I mean, again, but vaguely.
Yeah, shush one
It's
second, Ken.
yeah.
Shush.
Shush, shush.
Okay, honey, time for bed. Your pixies can wait till tomorrow. They're elves.
Specifically that part there.
Yeah, I mean, I hear it. It's just. I'll just quote Monoverantis again, which is like other music we've heard so far, he's referring less to the teaser music and more to the title reveal. It's exactly what I'd imagine a different composer trying to emulate Shaw would sound like. I think I agree with that. I think that's very, very to the point.
But so do you believe a composer worked on this though and it's not stock music or stuff they've had done for this? So it's
Usually you do.
actually
Usually, yes, sure. I mean, trailers have original music. I mean, videos like if this is exactly a trailer, but you get my point. Trailers and teasers do have music. We know the name of some of the composers that worked on previous teasers for this show as well. Felix Eriksen, I think, worked on one of the early teasers on the main teaser. They're called the sort of trailer music composers. Very, very, standard
hmm
stuff.
Oh my god. These says please stop singing. Okay, I'll stop singing. But the main thing here overall is that marketing is kicking up, isn't it, Hen? Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Look
If
out.
there's anything really concrete to take from this, is that they're starting to really kind of push. Oh, look, people, we have a new show for you. Isn't it awesome? Like, that's good. Yeah, I'm happy with
hmm
that. That's very good.
Yep. And I
Look,
think
elves with long
let's
hair.
resonate because what people have been saying is
I
that
think.
they really like this last and the words because it made them feel like they are a kid. It makes the kid in them come out and
Should
makes it
it?
feel like they are reading the books for the first time, reading the Hobbit for the first time in this wonder and awe. And I think it's really from the words here, but it says where you belong. So let's play it again.
You know the feeling of finally finding your people? So do we. To all the keep going. See where it takes you.
See where it takes you. It's like just do it from Nike. See where it takes you.
I mean, it's
But
perfect. Yeah, it's perfectly pleasant. Yeah.
I think I really like this. Let us know in chat. Just overall, do you like this?
Yeah,
Do you
I
think this
think
was a
it's
good bit of
fine. I mean,
marketing?
I kind of like it's more of an advertisement than a teaser or anything. So I can't
Hmm.
judge it on the level of what does it tell me about the show, how does it look cinematically, stuff. That sort of thing is not very. And
But
so, in a
again,
way, I
it
feel
did show.
very, yeah, very ill-suited to judging it in any way. But it's fine. It's perfectly pleasant stuff. Minus
The
perhaps the
thing
the
is though,
murchiness of it, perhaps.
um, they do show that at least production-wise, because I still think this Ent or tree or whatever, most
Yeah,
of
it
the
looks
Ent
very.
does look good.
Yeah.
And Kieran will get back to that half orc thing, but Lisanto says, "Can you play the scene with Galadriel again, please?" Okay, if you want to recommend afterwards what scenes you like to play again, we can play them again for you.
Yeah.
Let's find where that is. Okay, it's basically from here, so I'll play it now. I think some people say it did give them goosebumps, but again, people have said, as Christian says, but again, it gives us nothing of the story. The only hint that we do actually really get is how far back is I can't remember the video. Here we go. From here.
Your pixies can wait till tomorrow. They're elves.
Actually, a bit earlier than that. There we go. This. This is the only hint it kind of has because it's really similar. Actually, let's get the actual one up. We see, and then what we switch to next is we have again another recognition of Mr. John Howe, who is a really nice person meeting him. And
Oh,
of
that's
course, if the
awesome.
show sucks and is fails or whatever, at least I was able to meet John Howe. That's the nice thing from him. Melanie says, Hen looks like a Chad. There you go, Hen.
Good.
But he can one thing, you know what? Give Hen as many compliments as you can, because this man cannot take a compliment. He just gets like, oh, okay,
Can't
sure,
I?
I'm Hen. Yeah, your voice goes high pitched. You go, yeah, oh, all right then.
My
Like
voice
that.
doesn't go high pitched.
Yes, it is.
It goes
But yeah, if you give
low.
him compliments, he will start blushing like a little schoolgirl, wouldn't you, Hen? But main thing is, looks like the same person. And then again, for maybe that people don't know, Hen hates Ents, makes me upset, Chris. He hates a lot of things. I personally would really want to see Ents. So yeah, there you go. But
No, I like Ents. I
yeah,
just don't want Ents to get Death Starred, you know? When you see it too much, it starts losing, you know? It's like if you see it in every episode, it's like, oh, like the first time it's like Ents, and then say the 8th time it's like, oh, Ents, so cool, you know, like that sort of thing.
Kieran says Hen is the best person I know at interrupting other FOF contributors with opinions on music and just in general, just interrupting in general. And Mojo Doji says you're a decent guy. How nice. And of course, one thing that I would like to see people's opinions on, because I'm sure people are gonna really like this. Totally, is we go over here, we do that from about.
And then you do magic.
I do magic. Bam. There we go. Kids, you need to get into Lord of the Rings, watch Rings of Power, but most importantly, get us the book with that cover.
Again, kids, there's merchandise. You know, it's that sort of thing. Like, okay, fine.
I think it's less merchandise and more than wanting to send the message that the show is for them as well. And an interesting thing that was mentioned in our chat earlier, well, not in this, well, in this chat is this a way by doing stuff like this and by doing, oh look, nice tree beard looking person. Oh look, kid running in a reindeer costume. Look, ooh, look, he's meeting all his friends. Look at all these people.
You know the feel.
Is this them again trying to emphasize that this is not going to be Game of Thrones? Do you think?
I think to some extent,
to try
yes.
and read this message, this is something else. Look,
I think yes.
I doubt you'd see a Game of Thrones convention like this. I think it'll be full of, and I'm sure this tree would have probably been cut down for firewood.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I think
probably
now that you've said it, we talked about this before, but you reminded me. Yes, I think he's so very much because on Vanity Fair they were talking about how this is not like Game of Thrones. On Empire they were talking about how this is not like Game of Thrones. And so it's not a stretch of anyone's imagination to presume that this is also like, look, it's not like Game of Thrones, huh? Like
mhm.
so yeah, sure.
And
Oh, and
even like
again,
I think
I
Wagner.
actually prefer it to err on the side of Game of Thrones than on the side of Willow or something, So, but that's me.
Mhm. And I think Varkin even mentioned, would Game of Thrones do an ad with so many kids like this? Wouldn't think so. But again, there's something I've noticed now. Look at his outfits.
Yeah, I
Pretty
said
good.
earlier he has
Good
outfits in
cosplay.
these shots. Yeah.
Actually, you have to look. This is the man of the hour. This is the man of the whole advertisement. Let's get to him. Oh, sorry.
We shall
Did
call
he go?
him
Oh,
Mr.
sorry.
Nose.
Oh, wait. Let's see what he says. Wait, should hand for a minute. Oh, you want to come in? But yeah, this guy, this half. He's like an Urkai if they had a malfunction. You know,
Yeah.
they're meant to be bred, but he ended up looking
They're
like
meant to be
a
bred.
board.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
But yeah, but yeah, I think this guy for me is
Nose
yeah, I think P
man.
we have yeah we have established that the
We're
kid
good
is
with
probably
names.
mostly
We're good with
representing
names,
his male.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We're good with names.
And so this is his name is Todd. His Gladwell's nephew. Yeah,
Todd.
the little boy's really good in it. I think there's no complaints about him so far. He did
I
really
mean, it
well.
doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, sure. He just,
So
I mean, he's
this is
there.
Toddy. No, this is Toddy. This is Chad. That's
Yeah,
why.
Todd sounds about right with the Hobbit names they're going for. So sure. Yeah,
Todd Proud Brandyfoot.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Let's see if there's any, a generic armor.
That's Hobbit Mitch.
You know the feeling
Oh yeah,
of
we do get that with like a hobbity look. Wait, I'll
There
try.
are a
Yeah,
couple.
this
There are
guy
a
here.
couple of people.
Yeah,
Not
this
one
is Todd.
person. But
Todd.
there are, yeah. There are a couple of people in here that have a kind of the Hobbity
Mhm.
kind of feeling. Yeah, vest.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I think what we should do is wait for the next. Come September, instead of cosplaying as a Ronde, I'm literally gonna cosplay as this guy. This guy is what I'm going to be
That's
cosplaying as.
wonderful. I'm gonna cosplay as myself in a slightly fancier suit. Otherwise, yeah.
Why, Hen? Do you think they're nerds?
Yes, I do. Very much so. Incredibly so, in fact. Yes.
You are one yourself, so.
No, I'm not. I race cars.
Yeah, Chad York. But does anybody I think the final thing that we go to as well. I do think this is deliberate,
Yeah.
a cinema.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think what we'll do is one last time we'll play through the entire thing,
Right.
and then we will go to request where you guys want us to play from and discuss. So let's go.
Shall discuss.
And sorry to play it, but this is soccer this football by the way, not soccer.
X, and then Y.
Okay, honey, time for bed. Your pixies can wait till tomorrow. They're elves.
You know the feeling of finally finding your people? So do we. To all the fans who go deep, keep going. See where it takes you. Prime Video.
Where will it take you?
Where will it take me? Presumably to the theater and to a nearby pub afterwards. Or before. Or both. That's where it will take me.
You need some meat and beer.
Yeah, I need very much meat and beer. Yes.
Hmm. But again, I meant football, not soccer. I slipped up there. This is football, not soccer. But I think final thoughts. Anybody?
I think you muted again.
Oops, was muted. Was muted.
Yeah, for a couple of seconds.
Basically, yeah. Says final thoughts. First of all, I was apologizing. Said I meant football, not soccer. I know it's football, not soccer. Was the point I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that
make?
you said, that I heard.
Yeah, but we know what we'll do. We'll do this. We'll have it playing in the background, and Hen and everyone else in chat give your overall opinions on this. What does it do for you? Hen, that is your cue. See, there's no music playing, so you can speak over it.
Like I said, I like it fine. I think it's a fine advertisement. Nothing like to be, too thunderstruck about this. I mean, because it's an advertisement, it's not a trailer or anything. Perfectly pleasant stuff.
Who says advertisement?
I do.
It's advertisement.
I've heard it said both ways. I like that
No,
way.
it's advertisement. Okay, chat. Is it advertisement or advertisement? But yeah, other people saying likes the wide appeal. Chris, of course, loves the Ents. It's an improvement over the previous marketing. Fair enough. Yeah, I think this
Oh
has
yeah,
got people a
sure.
lot
I
more
mean,
hyped.
I mean, yeah,
Super fans. Imagine we're just doing this for super fans video instead. But
yeah.
marketing cranking up. Good. Yep, Steve agrees. So yeah, I think this is just a thing that is good to finally see that, and we'll end it on these two. Is Chad and Todd proud Brandyfoot. So yeah, thank you guys. Now it looks like hopefully we'll be doing more of these soon. Hopefully more people. This is just last minute, and a lot of people are on holiday and
Yeah.
vacation because it is around the summer times now. So
It is.
thank you guys in chat.
I think you muted yet again.
What? Hen. It says the stream's been taken down for policy violations.
I don't know. You know, right?
What?